What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action, sporting on the left side of the map in the red color, playing as Kronos. His name is Kiluminati. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Grassengroom. He is the grass, he is the groom, he is the building an ox cart, even though his boar is next to his town center. But more importantly, what are we looking at today? We are looking at the map Gold Rush. A very, very exciting time to be alive, to be sure. Gold Rush is an Age of Empires 2 map, or an idea from Age of Empires 2 that has been brought into Age of Mythology. And the idea is effectively that, well, gold is important. Let's stick it all in the middle of the map and go from there. So that's the idea here with this map. So we'll see how things are going to go. This map was made by Rebels Rising with the design specs or whatever from Keen Flame, or maybe Keen Flame did some coding as well. I'm not sure, but that's the general thing on this map. So it's one of the best who made this one. So we'll see how things are going to go. So effectively, the map, you are surrounded by forests, and the gold mines are all in the center of the map. So you have to control the center where there are no town centers, I believe, to get any sort of advantages here. So it looks like Kiluminati is going to be going for what looks to me to be a bit of a Kronos rush here against the Loki, which is actually quite a strong strategy. However, with this start here for Grassengroom, I believe you can get a 355 advance time very, very quickly. You don't even need this ox cart over here either, so you could probably even go faster than 355. But Grassengroom's going for more of a standard build here. Recently, we did see a little post by Squash as he's updated the old build orders a little bit for Greek and for Odin, and also Loki for Loki. Loki for Loki. I did not mean to say it like that, but Loki for Loki there as well. And it turns out that the old idea of chopping wood down first was actually a really, really smart idea, because it allows you to get a dwarf out, and you can actually get some really optimal advance times with Norse if you go for that, as we are seeing that temple coming down. And effectively, with Loki and with Odin, you can do a 3-minute 55 advance time with 3 dwarves and the rest gatherers, and it's really, really strong. So we'll be talking about that until people start using it, and then when they start using it and it's bad, we can say why it's bad. But at the moment, it just seems like it's a great idea. Anyways, onwards and upwards, we do see Kiluminati going up through Prometheus here. No surprises there. His villages are going to be spread out onto the wood and onto the gold as his temple's sitting up over here. We're still not going to be seeing an advanced time anytime soon here from Grassengroom. He doesn't even have his temple down, as it does come down at the back of his base, nice and secure here. We see some walls, some houses coming up. Now, there are 2 gold mines here in the main base. So if Kiluminati comes in and pressures this one off first, he's going to have an issue with having to move all the way around to the other side of the base in this map. So we'll see if that's going to be a problem or not. Meanwhile, there is a decent amount of hunt over here. There is some hunt over here as well for Grassengroom to go for, but he will have his work cut out for him in the early game here, trying to defend, as we do see the walls coming up around the towers here, trying to make everything work here. Still not started his Herso production just yet. And there looks like it's going to be a 4-minute advance time here from Kiluminati. So not going for the 3-minute 30 Kronos rush, but just doing a more standard advance time. Not actually getting himself an economic guild either, but if he goes double counter barracks here, he can actually make himself some Kara Ballista behind all of this, which could be really, really strong here. As Kiluminati starting to make a move over here to push off this boar here. Still 150 food remaining in this one, as the Ulfsark over here, or Skraeling, getting pushed off just a little bit here, as the Promethean could potentially start taking that down, as the villager on this location here getting pulled back into the town center. It doesn't quite get taken down there with just a sliver of HP remaining. The board's got 58 food remaining in it, and the villagers will have to pull off here as the villagers turning around. One villager has been taken down here as the longhouse gets thrown down on the other side over here, as this wooden wall segment wants to get taken down here by the Promethean. Upgrading watchtowers is kind of something you don't want to... Actually, you do want to do here, because what ends up happening normally is when you upgrade watchtowers, your opponent instinctively wants to cast deconstruction on the tower, and that actually nets you back the complete cost of watchtowers. So say you get watchtowers because this sentry tower helps defend this gold mine, he deconstructs that one, then you get those resources back, you move over here and you have this watchtower here, which is nice and defensive. As we do see the villagers moving up onto this location over here as Kiluminati's first or second counter barracks is coming in here. We'll see if those Kyro Ballista are going to be coming out of this location. So we do see the deconstruction actually being used on a longhouse there. That's going to be slowing Grassengroom down quite a bit, but the villagers are happily gathering food over on that location there. As there's no, well, this troll is actually getting peak value on this location because those Terma don't have any upgrades. Or, well, they've beat him Terma. I mean, no heroes, no valor in at this point as the villagers happily mining and Kiluminati in a bit of a rough position here. We'll see how things are going to go as the troll's going to be throwing those stones, getting a handful of damage done as the Terma retreating away ever so slightly. We still don't see that economic guild coming up. The counter barracks moving forward here for Kiluminati as those Herso coming in onto this position. Still no upgrades for the Herso. So the micro here that you can do from the perspective of those Terma is really, really good, but you need to have kind of more Terma out to actually make it work. And then as soon as that upgrade comes in for Grassengroom, things become very, very poor here for Kiluminati, but he is getting out the Kyro Ballista. And the thing about Kyro Ballista is that against infantry, they're really strong, but technically, Hall of Thane's Herso aren't really infantry. Yes, you get bonus damage against them, but the Herso move fast enough to dodge those arrows. So in order for the Kyro Ballista to really get to work, to function as they're supposed to, you actually need some melee units to be path blocking and attacking the Herso that are running in. That's vitally important. As Kiluminati in a bit of a rough spot here as the dwarves continuing to come out for Grassengroom moving forward. This counter barracks is going to go down, and that Kyro Ballista there is going to fall as well. So you see the military barracks getting dropped all around the map here, trying to secure that food over there. But there is literally food all around the outside of this map here as well. There's relatively no food in the middle of the map, just gold mines. It's actually a really interesting concept. All the wood on the outside, all the food comes next in the next ring around, and then all the gold in the center. It's a very simple design. Very, very, very good. Very good design. As the counter barracks does get taken out, Kyro Ballista does go down immediately there. And I'm sure Grassengroom's going to be getting himself his Hall of Thanes here at this point now, as well as the pressure has been thwarted. And Kiluminati has got nothing left in the tank, it would seem, as Grassengroom is just a little bit too strong here on this map. We do see some relics getting picked up. Head of Orpheus over here. Extra building line of sight. We've got the Armor of Achilles there for the infantry units. Hack vulnerability there. The Myth unit crush vulnerability there in the scales of Catoplas. And the reduction in Myth unit training time as well. Also very, very good. As the Hersa swinging around the back here, going to be looking to target down these units as they're sitting just outside the line of sight, and they're going to be swinging in here just as the units starting to take this fight here. And Kiluminati has been caught out. Those Kyro Ballista are in no man's land, and he's going to be able to take those down very, very easily there. And Kiluminati does decide to tap out in this game. Gold map, gold mine, gold rush. That's what it's called, gold rush. An interesting map, really well made actually. I feel like there's no reason we shouldn't see this in tournaments. It's a really, really interesting one. It's going to be rewarding civilizations that take advantage of the kind of map control in the middle, in the mid game kind of aspect. I reckon if you're only mining from your home gold mine on this map at the start, your gold mines are probably going to be expiring around 15 or 16 minutes, which is oftentimes when those kind of 3 town center Mythic Age timings hit, and that can be where you can get a lot of advantage here on this map. But on this one, looks like Kiluminati just went for a kind of crazy rush, and Grassengroom defended it very, very easily. Kronos rushes used to be absolutely daunting for everyone, but as players got better and better, they realized that, well, the Terma just aren't that good. And they look scary, but they're just not that good. So if you just keep your villagers safe and just get some units out, you're going to be completely fine here against Kronos rushing. I think Kronos really, the best thing that he can do a lot of the time, now maybe not against Loki, but the best thing he can do a lot of the time is an early attack with the valid oracles and the Promethean. or even a defense of it, right? You can heroize the citizen first, get the town center up, then send the oracles forward to put some pressure on, and just do a fast second town center. A lot of time with Kronos, that's the best way to play, but we don't see that one in this game, and Grassengroom gets the dub. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.